There's only one more thing in my Evernote file, and then we're cast adrift. And then that's why we'll bring up Spencer.
I love being adrift.
So you knew the Harry Potter series was over, right?
No. I thought they were done making movies, but then there's always another book that comes out, right? I don't know. I just don't know.
Nobody say anything out loud because we exist in a fascinating vacuum here. I'm curious how between the two of us, who knows more about Harry Potter?
I would guarantee that you know more about Harry Potter than I do.
Okay, impromptu.
I've never read the books. I've
never read the book. You imply that I've read the books.
I say that you don't read books.
I don't read it. Yeah,
I have seen all of the movies once.
All right, raise your hand if you consider yourself a Harry Potter.
Adam Goldberg's hand shut up before we didn't say. He's
already getting up.
We didn't say stand up, but his hand went up. We said, "Raise your," and his hand was already in the air.
Raise your hand if you're very familiar with the Harry Potter books to the point, and also if you're relatively comfortable getting up on stage. And what I would have you do is
Adam, don't be bashful now. Now his hand. His hand's bashfully up. We have about 8 or 9 hands in the air right now.
I see 3. I see 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How do we choose? Do we? You well, we've been unfair to women tonight. I've heard myself say some sketchy, possibly sexist things. So let's make it a woman.
All right.
So now we're down to her
of the women. There's 2 that raised their hand up front. Are there other women in the back that raised their hands as well?
Well, who cares? I mean, they obviously got here too late.
Of the 2 up front, which of you thinks you the most confident about your knowledge?
Would you call yourself a level 7 Slytherin?
What's your name?
Fedora.
Fedora. Oh, Fedora. I remember that name and that hat from the Jareth contest last week.
Yes, you made fun of it.
All right, Fedora. Let's do 5 questions. If you can think of them. Don't worry about it. We'll edit it.
Okay.
Just ask a kind of like trivia question about Harry Potter and see who between me and Jeff knows.
Oh, brother.
And I mean, get basic at first.
Okay, how hard do you want me to make this?
Like
start off basic.
Find the limits of our ignorance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm telling you, I'll tell you some basic things. I bet neither of us know how many movies there are.
I do not know how many.
Definitely, I don't know the number.
I would be guessing between.
I would estimate 7 or 8.
I would say 5.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so, but that's just a guess.
I know. I obviously know the word Slytherin.
I think we got a ringer.
I saw the first one in the movie theater.
Yo,
back when it came out.
Nerd.
With my parents.
Okay, how about I start easy and then make them slightly harder?
Yeah. Dan, you want to make this interesting?
Yeah.
$20?
40.
40? All right, 40 bones.
I'll bet you my gardener.
But you know Slytherin. I'll see you a gardener and raise you a tailor. All right, fine. Even though I think you know more than me. I think this is a bad bet. So I'll take the $40 bet.
All right, wait. Let's put it in Harmontown terms. If
Harmon terms.
If I win, you have to
more ball play.
I was trying to think of. I don't know. It's stupid.
Yeah, let's make it a nice friendly $40 bet.
$40. Yeah.
Here we go. I think you're going to kick my ass around the room, but we'll see.
Okay. Can you name the 4 Hogwarts houses?
For the 4 houses. Okay, so there's 4 schools of magic. I know that one is Slytherin because I said that. So one is Slytherin.
I didn't know there were 4 houses. One's called Knuckle Muffins. One's called Gravy Train. And Lolita's Kiss.
Poughkeepsie, Magic Hat, Dumble,
and Bumper Stumpers.
No, neither of us know.
Start basic, we said.
Name them. Name the 4.
Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, and Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
Bumper Stumpers is close.
Yeah.
Wait, no. My first one, I said Knuckle Muffin or something.
All right, we'll give that one to Jeff then.
No, we're not.
Bumper Stumpers.
Does anybody remember that game show?
Yeah.
Where you had to guess what people's personalized license plates said. Yeah, it sucked.
How did they come up with that idea?
It was.
It's like
80s.
when you go into a development meeting and or like a meet and greet with an executive. Another thing I'm not allowed to complain about. And we have this internal idea, and it's about when you go to your 10-year reunion, it's like you never know. So we want to develop a show. It's called 10-year reunion. Oh, how'd you come up with that idea? You fucking parasite.
You 28-year-old.
That's an internal idea? You didn't have a writer? Well, since it's a reality show, you'll never need one. Just get 6 cameras and go fuck everybody. Makes me a little mad.
I thought you hated writing.
I do, but I don't want it eliminated as a job. I definitely hate washing dishes a lot more. All right, continue,
Fedora,
please.
Question
Fedora.
number 2.
First of all, do you want to know what the 4 Hogwarts houses are in French? Because they're really funny.
We. Yes.
Okay. Gryffindor is just Gryffindor for some reason.
Not funny.
That's why I started with that one.
Okay.
Slytherin is Serpentard, which kind of makes sense.
Serpentard?
Yeah.
Hey, Serpentard.
Yeah.
Nice wand.
Ravenclaw is Saradogle, which is kind of a direct translation. It kind of makes sense. Then Hufflepuff is my absolute favorite. Hufflepuff is Poof Soufflé.
That's on the nose. They would be offended. The French would be offended if we suggested that was their French name for...
Poop souffle? Poop?
Poof.
Oh, poof.
Oddly enough, that's also a literal translation.
Poof souffle, that's great.
All right.
I love that.
4 more, Fedora.
Okay. Can either of you name the monster in the Chamber of Secrets?
Sam.
All right. Good guess. That sounds like a good guess. I know it'll have a lot of S's in it because he's a snake monster.
Yeah,
There's a snake monster
there's
down
certainly
there.
an S in there.
It's not Slytherin. That's the house. It's not Serpentor. That's G.I. Joe. It should be Serpentor. Cobra Khan. Don't tell her.
What is it? That's what,
Who's close, Sam or Cobra Khan?
Well, Dan, you're closer because it actually is the name of a snake.
Oh, okay. What is it?
It's a basilisk.
Oh, all right. I'll take that point.
Basilisk?
Right. Basilisk.
Mine had an S in it.
I'll take.
Okay, we're tied up. We're all tied up. We're tied at 1.
Okay. Who were the Marauders? Is that hard? Do you need another one? I'm sorry.
All right. No. Let's take a stab. Let's do it.
Who were they?
Yeah.
The Marauders were a group of shadow creatures that serve he whose name can't be said.
That is totally wrong. Would you like another question?
No, I get to guess too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sticking with it.
The Marauders were those guys that came in and tried to screw up the game of the broomstick ball, Quidditch, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Quidditch.
The guys that came in and tried to steal the Quidditch sticks.
Okay.
Who's closer?
Who's closer?
I'm going to say Jeff is closer because he's thinking of the wrong things, but he does know sort of what he's talking about.
I know Quidditch. I could just. All right.
Yeah.
Fine. Jeff 2, Dan 1.
Once, but I'm knowing my shit.
2 left.
Okay, I got to make the last 2 really easy because I think that last one was too hard.
Well, also, you don't give a point to somebody who just says Quidditch, like in the middle of his answer.
He said yours had a name of a snake in it. That was a.
All right, fine. Even Steven.
Jeff leads 2-1. $40 on the line.
He was describing a specific scene from, oddly enough, the right book, but just had the creature wrong.
I'm a fan, Fedora.
I can tell.
You're not the first woman to fall into his sociopathic web. It sounds like he's all into whatever you're talking about.
Okay.
By the way,
you're going to be on the Los Feliz streets with a pair of high heels in your hand in the morning.
Okay.
What? Hailing a cab.
Boy, Dan, you go down 1 point, you turn into a misogynist asshole. Can't you see how good she looks in black? You look great tonight, by the way.
Don't let him do it.
Don't let him do
it. Thank you.
You're really captivating. Go on. I'm sorry.
He's a basilisk.
I was distracted. Is the game over yet? 2-1.
Okay. What's the name of the name of the headmaster of Hogwarts?
Grumblesnakes.
Dumbledore. East side, west side, north side, south. Mama's in your titty, dick's in your mouth. Motherfuckers talking about the cocaine and the weak stuff. Fuck you, gotta shoot you in the dick, gonna shoot you in the ass, gonna fuck your mama at the head of the class. I got Howard Hessman in the place to be.
I knew it wasn't Grumblesnakes. I panicked.
Well,
I thought you had to
as
say...
in the game of Quidditch, that will cost you. You pause one moment and the robot ball will not follow your broomstick.
All right, we're tied up at 2-2 right now. This is the deciding question.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
40 magical
Salamanders.
notes.
I should make that the last question. The units of currency, but I'm not that mean.
We can guess, and we're guessing on everything except for Dumbledore. I freaked out and said Grumblesnakes.
No, Grumblesnakes is good. I like that.
It's a better name.
Yeah.
You should write a young adult novel series.
I hate writing.
That's going to be when I finally start playing Dungeons and Dragons. I think that's going to be my character name.
Grumblesnakes.
It's like Grumblefish.
Yeah. Okay. This is it, everybody. This is the fifth and final question.
Okay. There's a catch on this one. You have to pronounce it correctly. It's easy, but it's people get. What's the name of the bad guy? His real name. His real alias, not his real name.
Yeah, now you're complicating.
I'm not.
I know you're not allowed to say his name in the first movie, because that's the one I saw. And I know he doesn't have a nose. And I know it's not Slytherin. Azkabar. No. Heathcliff. William Howard Taft. I went from Heathcliff to lasagna to Garfield to our fattest president.
Is that your guess, Dan?
I don't
For
fucking
$40, I'm shooting in the
no.
absolute dark here.
I know it's like Dumbledore, but it's like the inversion of Dumbledore. So fumble.
There's people in the audience right now that are bristling with like.
Well, of course they are, because we're not saying Darth Vader. We don't know the name of Darth Vader.
Shit! What the fuck is this?
It's funny. I didn't realize it was the inversion of Dumbledore, but it kind of is.
Whoa!
Hey, just getting in the head of an inferior craftsman.
Version of Dumbledore.
Dad, I'll tell you for $20.
Adam, shut up.
Imblefleff. Just counting on getting closer than Jeff. Imblefleff.
I'm going to say someone from a... No, that's Lord of the Rings. I fucking almost went Voldemort on that one. $40 in my pocket, yo. Bring it over me. Don't throw. I said Voldemort, make it rain. Fedora, everybody!
I gave my 20s to this motherfucker, but I won't give out. Thank you, Fedora. Fedora, everybody. All right, Spencer, get up here and set up your wares. We always do this. We always start Spencer up too late. We always torture these people.
That was exciting.
That's all right. Yeah. How about that? Me coming up with something like spur of the moment. Little features. I'm coming up with little features.
Yeah, you're like David Letterman.
Yeah.
Except as if he had a writer that would come up with features for him.
Yeah, but I don't.